Alright, what is up YouTube? I'm heading over to my home gym now to go train some legs. I'm really happy I'm able to go to my home gym today and not Planet Fitness because my gym's got some great leg equipment and pretty excited to use all of it. When I go to Planet Fitness, even with the less amount of equipment, I still get a great leg workout. Um, you know, in my mind, sticking to the basics for legs is what grows them. Stick to some squats and hamstring curls and leg extensions. Those are like the three, and RDLs, those are like the four best leg exercises to grow your legs. So I could definitely do all those at Planet Fitness, but I am happy that I have a few extra machines at my home gym to use today. Um, I'm probably going to start off my leg day with some hamstrings, do a bunch of leg curls, and I'm probably going to probably do a bunch of leg curls, some single leg curls to start off, and then some RDLs, and then some laying down leg curls since my quads aren't sore anymore. I remember explaining in the last video that I tried to do leg curls that didn't have any pressure on my quads through like that pad because it was just really hurting to even touch my quads. That's how sore they were. Um, so yeah, since they're not sore, I'm definitely gonna be doing some laying down leg curls today. And then a transition into quads, I'm going to do some sumo deadlifts. It'll be like the last hamstring workout, but it'll also kind of transition into some quad work because with a conventional deadlift, it's really a lot of your upper back, your glutes, and your hamstrings, really no quads. But the way the sumo deadlift is that you're really pressing a lot with your quads and your adductors and abductors and all that. So it'll be a good transition into some quad work. And then after sumo deadlifts, probably jump into like a pendulum squat or leg press, all that other fun stuff, leg extensions. Um, Sorry about that. So yeah, should be a pretty fun leg workout. So I think there's nothing else to really be said. I'm gonna go absolutely crazy on all the movements. That's what you need to do to grow. And I'll see you in a few minutes. Peace out.
All right, what's going on, everybody? So I'm starting up my leg day with some hamstrings. I do all my hamstring movements first, and then I go into quads. So for the first movement of hamstrings for today, I'm doing some heavy barbell RDLs. Got 315 loaded on the bar here, and this was my top set, and I did it for 12 reps. So one rep better than last week's hamstring workout. So that's always awesome to see some improvement. After this top set, I dropped it to 225 and did 225 for an additional 15 reps for one more set. Again, I do a top set where I go as heavy as I possibly can for as many reps as I possibly can, and then I do a pump set after. So I drop the weight by a pretty big amount and just really try to focus on the pump and not go as heavy. So finished up RDLs here. I did not record the next set, just the top set. Now moving over into some single leg hamstring curls. These felt super duper nice today. You'll see I'm rowing them up. Or not, I'm sorry, I don't mean to say row. I meant to say curling them up. I'm getting a nice squeeze. I'm not going back down right away. I'm just really trying to hold that squeeze. And then once I get that really, really nice squeeze, I go down nice and slow, get a nice stretch, and then come right back up for another squeeze. Again, I think of training hamstring curls just like training biceps. You really want to focus and get that really nice flex and squeeze at the top, and then you really want to get a good stretch at the bottom. Again, once I can't get the full reps, I'm going to just go and do some partials. And yeah, just get every last little bit of work done on those hamstrings. I think hamstrings are a lagging body part for me, so this off season and even in this cut right now, I'm really trying to hammer them as much as I physically can to grow them. And I can absolutely see a ton of hamstring growth and development just through check-in photos with my back double biceps, finally starting to see some hamstring growth. And it's because I'm really isolating them a lot now and really just going harder than I ever have. So yeah, if you really want to grow something, you got to treat it like any other muscle. You can't neglect any muscle. Now I'm moving back over into an RDL movement. I'm doing some pit shark RDLs here. This is an absolutely amazing machine. If you have this machine at your gym, really, really, I recommend using it. You can use it for RDLs like I'm doing right here. It really drags you to the bottom and you get such a great stretch on your hamstrings and a great, great burn. You could even attach the belt attachment on and you could see it hanging from the little handles. So that's great for quads. I unfortunately didn't do it today. It was being used when I went to do quads afterward. So it resulted in some leg press, but Still a great piece of equipment. You can even do like barbell rows on here too. So pretend I wasn't doing RDL, I could row it up to my stomach and do some rows for back. But obviously today was a leg day, and I did them for RDLs, and it felt phenomenal. Now moving over into some laying down hamstring curls for the last hamstring movement of the day. I'm curling it up, holding it, and then I'm going to do a 2 to 3 second negative, just really controlling the negative part of the rep. The negative part of the rep is the eccentric motion, so you curl it up, and this would be the negative, bringing it back down. So I'm curling it up pretty aggressive, getting that nice squeeze, and then I'm getting a nice stretch down at the bottom. These felt really, really nice as a finisher. Again, I'm not really going too heavy on these. I don't see the point in going too heavy on a movement like this, especially towards the end of the workout when I'm tired. I'm just trying to go slow and controlled and really just finish the pump. At this point, my hamstrings were shot. I believe I did about 10 sets total for hamstrings today. And then after that, I moved over into some quads. So the first quad movement right here is the pendulum squat. This machine is brutal. I absolutely love it, and it is definitely contributing to some really nice quad growth. All right, so for these, my mindset is just to go all the way down and come all the way up, getting a nice good squeeze at the top. I'm not fully locking out my knees. I'm just trying to keep constant tension on my quads the entire time, and you won't see me stop for too long at the top either. Once I partially lock out my knees, and what I mean by lockout, I mean like a soft lockout. I'm not fully locking my knees to the point where there's like where it would be cutting off circulation and putting all the pressure on my knees. I'm having still a slight bend. That way all the tension's on my quads rather than my joints. So what was I saying? Yeah, so as soon as I come all the way up, I go right back down. I don't want to hold it at the top for too long, because then again, that's just going to take tension off my quads if I fully do lock out my legs. I want to just keep them under constant stress the entire set. As you saw me at the end of that set too, when I couldn't fully lock it out, I self-spotted myself on the little bar that was on the side just to help me get all the way back up to the top. Now moving over into some leg extensions. For these, I kept the same mindset as I did on the laying down hamstring curls. I went up nice and controlled, got a good squeeze, and then I did some 3 second negatives again. Those like longer negatives or a longer eccentric part of the motion is going to really, really kill your legs or kill any body part that you're training. You can have a 3 second negative on every single movement that you do, and I highly suggest that you do control the negatives, because I think it's just as important or more important than the actual movement itself. It just remembering the whole mindset of controlling the weight rather than the weight controlling you is going to really, really contribute to some nice growth for any muscle that you're training. So now moving over into the last quad movement of the day, just finishing up with some leg press. Again, you'll see me do constant tension again. I'm really not going to hold the weight at the top for too long. I'm really just going to keep doing as many reps as possible and still not fully locking out my legs, just to keep tension on my quads. No post-workout talk today. Post-workout talks are making a comeback tomorrow for chest, and I'll see you then. Hope you all enjoyed.